Is that any better? I don't know why I have trouble with the sound. It was working perfectly yesterday. This is the thing. It's a fragile old ecosystem. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Hello. What's the issue? Thanks, someone. I think that's better. Nice one. Appreciate you bringing that to my attention. 19 seconds to go. Always to the last second. Hi, Dean. How are you? Hope all's good on this Saturday morning. Thanks for joining. Just managed to resolve the sound problem, but here we go. I'm still in exile. I don't know why I'm in exile. So, after the expected fast start, because I've been put back of the bunch, I've got quite a lot of work. To get to the front. Or the middle of the bunch, I'm not sure which. Well, there was a match or two burned. Yeah, know that feeling, Dean. Mine are now 16 and 17, so I've got a bit more freedom. Good luck with them. I hate these flat races. For this. God, I hate the flat races. Not hate. I just suck at them. We seem to be doing the course in reverse. Don't need the hat. I'm struggling to discern which one I am. If I go over the sprint bridge in the wrong way, yeah, definitely the reverse. I need to find a rhythm here. Nice cadence, 95 to 100. And save some power back. There we go. Oh dear. So I was at an office, my kind of work fancy dress party last night for Christmas. We have it around Thanksgiving. It was a late one. I didn't drink much, but I'm definitely not feeling as chipper this morning. I think the Bologna TT race is definitely still in my legs from Friday. Got some good guys at the front here, and girls. Well, that was miserable. There are some people that can kind of sit in a bunch at like 2.5 to 3.2 watts a kilogram. Just happily stay there. I'm not one of them. Really, my objective today is to just stay in the bunch, hopefully the first bunch. I won't win sprint race, but I think the front bunch does have a few Cat A pluses who can put down more power than me over an hour. Have to wait. Yeah, it'd be nice to have that, Dean. But I guess they're trying to replicate a tiny bit of the fatigue over a fraction of the time for each stage that the pros have to endure. So we can all pretend yeah, definitely. But oddly enough, sometimes when I race outdoors in the outdoor crit series, the full gas winner circuit series, I find that I tend to have a good Sunday on Zwift. Last Sunday, I had my best ever climbing race. Really good power numbers. Over 2 UCI laps. At Innisbrook, 2 forward ascents. So 2 ascents to the forward KOM. So I'm hoping to kind of ride myself into this. I'm not feeling great now. I'm keeping an eye on what the front people are putting down. They're not really going above 4.4. I'm still struggling to stay with everybody, and I haven't gone much below 4. Big careless there off the front. Of course, this is an infernal pace to be in the bunch at. Trying to keep cadence really high to minimise stress and damage to the thigh muscles and the hamstrings. I personally think you recover better following training and racing sessions if you keep cadence high. You can't really do that in real life. Crash into someone. Well, that was emotional. Ha! Yep. That's not going to be convivial. It's a good cycling, Dean. Oh. This is hard. Dear me. That's one lap before flipping out. Oh, I'm not enjoying this. You can see I'm struggling to stay in this front bunch. God. But at what price? I'm not doing that good, Tony. Sorry, Dean. Fuck. Oh man. Oh yeah. Not a good way. Come on, get a grip, Philip. Oh dear. Oh man. Confident, man up. Oh, hi Jane. The level of concern is high, the heart rate's high, the breathing's laboured. Mentally, I'm not really doing a good job today. Thank you very much. Someone 82. Appreciate it. This is a very fast-paced group. Definitely glad I went for the Tron bike. The obvious one on the flat, obviously. I now know that I've got to cover in this part of the lap, because the first, I don't know, third of the lap is horrid, because that's where people try and break away. Rarely do I ride the Watopia flat route. I much prefer the climbing races. Yeah, I think I'm just about in the big ring. Some 182. Only just though. Try to bring heart rate back under control, because I know that what's to come is horrid. I am quite pleased I didn't give up there and stayed within the main group. I didn't think I was going to make it on stage. It's simply the knowledge that on a flat race, once it drops, there really is very little way back. Certainly not with a field of this calibre. Oh. Need to carry the momentum up this little hill. It's coming. Oh. I feel like I've got back onto an equilibrium for the time being. Oh. I've not used the Wahoo kicker, but I do love the watt bike. I think GP Llama and DC Rainmaker have comparisons, but it's so easy. It's the convenience, and I've never had any problem, especially when pairing it with an iPad. You need Wi-Fi obviously, but I think you need that anyway. Alright, it's gonna get disgusting. Here we go. Concentrating hard here. This feels better. You may not look it on my face. Oh. Oh, off the front by accident. Oh, this is much better though than the second lap. Oh. Cheers, Mark. Hope all's good in New Zealand. This is a flat race. I hate them. Post office party last night. It's all a bit emotional. Yeah, I saw. Good race. Nice one, Mark. Yeah, Jane, I've recovered a bit. Also tactically, I held energy back. But a bit I know that people are trying to break away on. Well, thanks, Mark. That's super helpful. I was saying earlier, you get these people that can do 2.5, 3.5 watts a kilogram in a bunch happily. I never manage to stay in the bunch unless I'm averaging at least 4. I don't quite get it. Now I'm having to recover a little bit here ahead of the final lap. An initial brutal section. The final lap's going to be much worse than this. So I'm going to try and hang on as long as I can. A nice sea of blue and green. That's what I'm looking for. Oddly enough, I don't like dropping much below 225, 230. Find it harder to get the diesel engine going again. It's very temperamental. And some 182, my diesel engine is basically, I'm good at putting down 4 to 4.2 watts a kilogram for like hour and a half. My top end is awful. 5-minute power is like 5 watts a kilogram in a race. I need to work on my Gorby. Yeah, I guess. Does weight matter less on the flat? I know the heavier you are on the downhill, the better. But on the flat, as a heavier rider, that's an advantage. Little burst of power there. Just to stay in contention. Thank you. Appreciate that, Sam 182. All right, that is interesting. I'm sure there's some physics behind that as to why a heavy rider pushing the same watts but less watts per kilogram goes faster on the flat. I don't understand that. It definitely feels that way. Because when we look at Zwift power, I'll definitely be one of the lighter races here at 65 kilograms, or just a bit under actually, 64 and a half this morning. A race at 65 at the moment, but I think I've got a holiday coming, not next week, the week after. I'm going to relax a bit and put on some weight. You don't want to keep the body fat too low. Over the winter, illness comes that way. This has all been quite civilised. I'm very thankful for it. I know the fireworks are about to go off though, in about 1.5 kilometres. Oh, I see. Gravity. That's pesky. That's normally me in the gruppetto on a flat. Okay, probably a little burst of power here. Some people have got a lot more punch than me. See how I lost position there. Oh, the lactic's quite strong down the legs. Alrighty, it's time to get serious. Won't be talking much shortly. But that was an easier lap than the second lap. I got up to 185 on the Bologna TT course yesterday on the second descent of it. That's much higher than normal. Normally I'm game over at about 180 to 182. The heart rate hasn't been close to that today. It's been mid 170s. I feel more fatigued, probably because of the race, of the late night yesterday. Okay, no talking. I know that I've got to put in a big effort here. Right, that was stage one. Happy with that. Get in the draft. Come on, Safa. Okay, happy with that. I'm trying to break the race down into a series of intervals. Where I know I've got to invest. Oh yeah. I'll come back to you in a sec, Mark. Yeah, I've got some ideas. Well, obviously, in London, it's always good to go for a run in the parks or along the embankment by the river. What's it? Oh, sorry. I also like combining body weight exercises like push up and body weight squat. 10 reps push up, 10 seconds rest, 10 reps of body weight squat, 10 seconds rest. Repeat 10 times. The lactic will be horrendous. 5 reps, wherever your ability is, but keeping the rest minimal between transitions and sets. Another nice one is a lunge, where you do 24 reps on one leg, 24 reps on the second leg, 10 seconds rest, 23 reps on one leg, 23 reps on the second leg, 10 seconds rest, all the way down to 1 rep. Lactic acid, hell. This is alright here, actually. It does help sometimes to talk. It just takes your mind off the power, and all you do is focus on the cadence. In all honesty, I'm very surprised I got to here in the front group. Keeping the cadence nice and high. Now my tactic, if I'm still in the front bunch, will be to try and break away early, because I won't win sprint, but everyone else with a crap sprint will do the same. Like him. Someone else can chase. Yeah. Take your advice. Here's Mark. Alright, here we go. $75%. Oh, dear me. Oh. 20th again. Oh. Wow. Wowee. Oh, thank you very much. Cheers, Dean. Cheers, Mark. Cheers, Tom182. Cheers, Jane. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. I normally really struggle to stay with the front group. Well, wow. D Ruiz, 5 watts a kilogram average. I stuck at around about 4.2 watts a kilogram level. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Dean. Yeah. It just goes to show sometimes you can ride yourself into it. And I very nearly did get dropped just after the second lap started, and I was struggling really during the first lap as well. But also, for me, it was a case of tactically figuring out how to race on the flat. And basically, what I'm learning is those that know the course basically invest a bit of extra power on the tight bends, but more importantly, there's a few little ramps where people really punch up it. And if they've got more punch than me, what I have to do, something that Neil's mentioned yesterday, is carry more momentum. So speed up the cadence, speed up the power ahead of the climb, and carry more momentum and power into the climb. And that seems to kind of power you up it. Cheers, Chris. And in answer to your question, I'm on 75% training difficulty. What I found when I did the Alpe d'Huez climb in real life, they put me on a 32 cassette at the back. So if I'm on 100% trainer difficulty on Zwift, I can't do Alpe d'Huez spinning and seated, or most of it. Whereas in real life with a 32 cassette on the back, I was able to spin all the way up Alpe d'Huez. And in reality, I'm learning that I could have probably had a slightly better time if I'd probably got out of the saddle a bit more. But that video will drop over the course of early December. It's just about ready. The comparison of Alpe d'Huez in real life versus Zwift. But that's why I don't get too hung up on 100% trainer difficulty. I did a video on it. It's definitely harder on the climb, but if you're going to do a lot of climbing, you're going to put a 32 cassette on the back, otherwise it's going to burn yourself out. But that's super cool. Let me have a look. 17th on Zwift power. Thank you very much. What was my my normalised power on that, Mark? Or let me just exit this world. Let's get this right. Make sure I don't close down the live stream. I think if you end a ride, now my hair's a mess. I'm going to end the ride here, save and exit, because that then brings up the stats, I think, for normalised power and such. In here we go. It's just oops. Right. Now I'm hoping that having kept the cadence high as well. Yeah, 11:32. Nice. That's a good mantra. Nice one, Tony. I'm hoping that having kept the cadence high, I won't have done too much damage to the leg muscles for tomorrow, because tomorrow at 3 p.m. is the final of the 3 stages, and it includes the climb up the mountain route and also the radio tower. Now, as a lighter rider, while I might get dropped a little bit at the beginning by people trying to make a lot of headway on the flat, I tend to reel people back in on the climb, other than the really good climbers, the ones that can put down like 5 watts a kilogram for like 30 minutes, you know, there's no chance of that. Right, so here we go, Zwift Power. Now the reason I'm so intrigued to see what my Zwift Power stats are is those that have seen sort of me race in the past will know that I have a nasty tendency to turn every single race into one giant time trial. And so often the difference between my normalised power and my average power is like 5 to 9 watts. Yesterday, even though I thought I was killing it on the climbs at Bologna, my normalised power was something like 273, 274, and my average power was 265. To say I was disappointed would be an understatement. No, we still don't have the normalised here. Here we go. Yes, there's quite a lot of Cat A pluses in this, so I'm pretty happy with this actually. You got like one Adar Zakarin. Now he's an ex-pro. He often does the climbing races, so I'm pretty sure he'll be in one of the stage 3 Giro di Castelli tomorrow. He used to race, I think, for like the Gazprom team, as they once were. His brother races for Katusha Alpecin, or they're going to be renamed something else now, I forget which it is. And his brother actually won one of the stages of the Giro d'Italia actually this year. Yeah, so you've got Adar and you've got Matt Brown, Rui Albertis, D. Sputnik, that's a good name, Erwin R, Johan Limpan Limborn, and they're all kind of Cat A pluses. And indeed, I actually managed to beat Ole Christian Fagerli, who's a Cat A plus, and he put down some epic power. So he's the kind of person that's probably holding a bit back for the mountain. 279 watts. Spoke too soon. 279 watts. Thank you, Mark. Yeah. So maybe 4.3 watts a kilogram, something like that. But there you go. And I have a big TT courtesy of Bike Racing Without Mercy. Really appreciate everybody joining. It really made a massive difference to helping me stay in the Premier Bunch today. Thank you all very much. Appreciate the questions as we go. Really happy to try and field any training or health and fitness questions as we go. And I think, Mark, I was going to say, any of these bodyweight exercises. The other thing I would say as well is that there's loads of gyms that you can join on like day passes or week passes in London, and they've got, some of the good ones have got like watt bikes and things like that. So that's all pretty cool. But definitely in the bodyweight exercises, it's kind of keep the rest relatively low, the reps high, or as high as you can, but have lots of sets. So that descending set of lunges is disgusting. You go from 24 reps on one leg, 24 reps on the other leg, right way down to one rep when you've only got like 10 to 15 seconds rest. There'll be lactic acid hell in your hamstrings and quads. And similarly in the push-ups, the bodyweight squats, that's all quite cool. Or jumping lunges, they're all good. Anything kind of explosive is good. But definitely do take a run down the embankment. It's really nice, especially on the south side. If you go to Tower Bridge, and then you can run all the way down back to the London Eye and Westminster. That's a good run. And then you can run back up the other side. It's really quite uplifting on a nice day, but you've got to go early. You've got to beat the tourists, because otherwise it's hell of kind of dodging in and out of people. But if you go like, I don't know, when the sun's just coming up, say 6:30, that is epic, because London looks really beautiful first thing in the morning if you've got a crisp day. Definitely go for that. Yeah, definitely the gym and the park runs like Green Park is real nice. But I would actually say running down by the river is super nice. And then obviously you've got Richmond Park. You can I tell you the other thing you can do actually over here. This is what I do when I'm in New York, and I'm in New York not I'm in Miami, not this week, next week, and New York the following week, I always just go and hire a bike. And if you hire a bike, 2 things that I'd recommend. One, go up to Richmond Park again early in the morning, because you get all of the kind of the RAFA and all of the bike clubs and all of them just cycling around and around Richmond Park. It's quite a good bike community that goes on there. I mean, I've not taken part in that, but I know loads of people at work and stuff go and do that before going into work. And it's quite an uplifting thing to do. But the other thing that's really good, and this is where I go to do my crit racing, and again, it's if you hire a bike, you can go up to the Olympic Stadium area, and you've got the London Velodrome. But right next to the Velodrome, you've got what they call the Velo Circuit, and it's an outdoor road circuit, and it's beautiful undulating tarmac over about 1.6 kilometres, and nice wide, smooth, velvety, perfect tarmac, perfect for racing, which is why I do the crit series there. And you just go and pay £5, and most of the time it's open to all the public. Occasionally you just got to check before you go to make sure there's not an event going on there, but it's a really, really nice little track to go around, ride around and get some good laps in. It's something that I'm going to do a little bit more of, and you'll see in my vlogs that are coming in probably back into December, early January. I've actually started doing the full gas winter circuit crit series there, and it's really good racing but really nice tarmac. So that'd be my recommendations. Oh yeah, okay, nice. The fens done. Oh, I mean, yeah, you got it made. Yeah, definitely. Whenever I go on holiday, that's my prime time for hiring a bike. Definitely, because you're off the clock. You can go out early, or you can go out a little bit later, and it's just nice. And you can go and find your local KOMs or what have you, and you can burn yourself out on one of them, or just have a nice little recovery ride. It's, for me, I'm discovering very late on, it's the ultimate luxury. But anyway, I've got friends coming very shortly, so thank you all for tuning in. Anyone that can make it on Sunday 3 p.m, which is going to be difficult for you, Mark, but be great to hear from you all. And definitely any questions are always welcome. Takes my mind off the suffering. In the meantime, please do remember, live, thrive, and subscribe. Thank you very much.